more Solo Leveling coverage. Differences of anime versus manhwa. Episode 3 from Mr. A Boy Dude Reviews. God bless this channel, bro.
Solo Leveling Season 2 Episode 3, You Have Been Warned. This episode adapts some of the pages of Chapter 56, 57, 58.
That's a lot, right? I hear the pacing for Solo Leveling right now is crazy. Because I'm an anime only, I feel like things are okay. I don't know. Does it feel rushed to you guys? To me, I'm just watching the episode. It feels like they're handling all the stuff. You know, they're including the exposition and the slice of life moments. You know, I appreciated the Jinho and Jinwoo, you know, K-barbecue moments and stuff like that. And the fact that, like, we had some extra stuff with, like, Cha Hae-in and other people, right? Jinho and dad conversation. And then the Demon Castle stuff, we're just speedrunning the mobs, which I don't mind at all. Like, it's just fodder monsters we're taking out. But the pacing, to me, the episode doesn't feel rushed. But in terms of the coverage of the source material, probably kind of crazy, huh?
59 and 60, a whopping 5 chapters. The episode begins off with Jinwoo and Jinho inside a cave collecting essence stones. I feel quite...
Yo, these soldiers are getting more personality, man. I don't know. Something about this guy looking at the rock. Like, I feel like ever since Iron came into play, everyone started to have a little bit more personality, including Igris.
Inside a cave collecting essence stones. I feel quite bad for Jinho. This dude, despite being really thankful for Jinwoo for saving his butt time after time, is feeling kind of useless. He doesn't outright say it, but you can see on his face and just him wanting to help as well that this dude is feeling...
Yeah, bro, don't worry about it. These shadow soldiers can put the fries in the bag, bro. What are you good for now?
Left behind, but big props to Jinwoo for giving him a smile and letting him also help out. He's a good friend, that dude is.
A good guy, Jinwoo. The webtoon, he's so weird. I don't know. That sounds like it's kind of mean, you know? I know Jinwoo isn't being hostile. I know that he looks at Jinho as a little bro now. But this specific panel where he says, he's so weird, sounds like he's kind of mean.
That dude is. We cut to a really scared man who looks like his entire squad was attacked by this dude in long hair. Mate, when we find out who this guy is towards the end of the episode, I was completely stunned. But we'll get into that later on. This mysterious man knocked out his entire team, telling the guy that he is human. At the point in the episode, I was like, who is this guy? And why is he so mysterious and he has to...
Since the trailer, he just screamed Jinwoo's dad, right? His entire design, it just felt right. And now he's here. This is America. Apparently, he was stuck in a gate for over a decade. For over a decade, he was stuck. And then, somehow, some way, he ended up in an American gate? How does that work?
Those really creepy eyes. Anyway, moving on, the two boys celebrate after doing 19 raids, and Jinho is feeling kind of depressed. Yes, he's a bit drunk, but the truth does come out when you're drunk. He reveals that he does have a brother who is a lot older than he is, and how despite him being related to him, he's never really liked him or acknowledged him, but Jinwoo has actually done that, and Jinho sees Jinwoo as the older brother that he always wanted. Very touching and sad. It's cool seeing this dude open up, and Jinwoo, being the go-to dude he is like, yeah, you can be my bro, and I like that.
That was a very wholesome moment. I'll consider you my little bro. Oh, big bro!
Such a sweet, tender moment. Yeah, this dude was a bit of a goofball in the previous episode, but I guess it was nothing more than an...
Okay, the webtoon really sells it. Look at that art, bro. Look at that face of him crying like this. It's so much more animated.
Act to hide his dark, sad feelings. We cut to a jail cell of this mysterious man who claims to be a foreign hunter trapped in a gate for 10 years. I mean, the way this dude is acting and his dark demeanor, it truly does take a toll on one's personality. A lot like Jinwoo, huh? Losing his...
I mean, the surname of Sung, right? That was enough to be like, yep, that's Papa.
His humanity inside those gates. But Dong-soo is the one to try and get the answers out of him. For some odd reason, I thought this guy was somehow related to Jinho, and that it was indeed his older brother who hated him because...
What? We already saw him though back in season 1 trying to poach Cha Hae-in. Jinho's brother has already been shown in the anime.
Because we kept cutting back from him being all mopey about him not being acknowledged by his older bro. And then we cut to this dude. I thought this was the guy who was his older bro, but I was wrong. Jinwoo once again lies to his younger sister about going to one of those gates missions again. I do wonder how Jinha's going to react to Jinwoo killing all those men and Hunter Kim if she ever finds out. That could honestly...
Will she ever find out? I don't know. He gotta do what he gotta do for the family.
break her little heart because she is a sweet kid, this one. On this new quest.
Yeah, she's a sweet kid in the anime, but in Sister Leveling, she's a fucking demon. Anyway, speaking of demons, here are demons.
First, he has to collect 10,000 demon souls, and this dude is a go-to dude. I do like his confidence. He doesn't care how many they are. He will fight them all and collect their souls. Such a contrast from episode 1. We cut to Jinhoo, and he wants to take over the guild. I feel like after him feeling defeated and feeling like a waste of space, he wants to do something meaningful. And I respect that. And I do believe his father is also seeing that in him.
I don't think this is because he felt defeated that he lost his job in carrying monostones. This has been established since season 1, where he's always been trying to outperform his big brother and therefore wanted to really get that early market capture on the whole guild dungeon adventuring market, right? So that was literally his plan from the beginning. This isn't like a random spur of the moment.
I think before he just saw a soft little kid, but now he's wanted to prove himself. We cut to Jinwoo.
There's a very interesting thing happening with the father though, because in season 1, when there was even a dinner scene with, you know, Jinho and his big bro, clearly the father was preferring the elder brother because the elder brother, I guess he seems a little bit more established. But once the elder brother was unable to secure S-rank hunters like Cha Hae-in, for example, I guess the fact that we have Sung Jin-woo and the dad did a lot of homework. The dad knew a lot of details. Like literally, bro's been watching cut content from Annie News as well. The amount of details he already knew about Sung Jin-woo was crazy, and he's like, yeah. It seems like he sees that Jinho, the little bro, is the winning ticket right now. And the tides are shifting between the siblingship. And the father's like, all right, Jinho, I'll support you for now. Let's see what you can do.
Riding this big bear shadow monster called Tank, essentially stampeding his way through all these demons. The image of him riding this bear was honestly kind of funny. We then cut to a spectacular pool.
And we have no source material for this one, right? This is all anime only.
Girls are absolutely in awe over Miss Hae-in, the blonde-haired girl who looks like the Miss Dress-Up Darling girl. Some of the girls are kind of confused.
Does she look like Takamarin? In the blonde hair part, yeah?
Why is she here? She's never usually here. I think in my opinion, her swimming is a way for her to relax and to forget about some of the stress and worries.
No. The swimming is to show anime-only fan service. From the beginning, bro, the amount of anime-only scenes at Cha Hae-in is crazy. Even before the episode aired for season 1, the trailer itself had a moment where she's doing a fucking backflip, fucking somersault over a motorcycle like robber, taking a person's bag, and the cameraman is on her ass. There is no way that the show has been like, yep, this is Cha Hae-in trying to de-stress and relax. I mean, sure, I guess, maybe, but to me, it just feels like blatant fan service for us.
Swimming is a way for her to relax and to forget about some of the stress and worries. As in the flashback with the red-haired man, he and the entire organization have decided to keep the flying ants confidential because it's no surprise that if they revealed it to the public, people will freak out. I feel like this blonde girl is not too keen on lying to the public, knowing that these flying ants are a threat and they need to do something about it. Not
like what we do, bro. We just let the public know. Hey, you know the ants on Jeju Island? There was a dungeon break there and like nobody's been able to clear it. Hey everybody, they got wings now! They can fly! What the fuck? She's got a good heart. It's just probably not a good idea to go public with that right now. That's probably the worst idea you could do.
Telling the public and warning them. I think she feels bad, and that's why she swims, to release the stress.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, right? I think that if we're trying to actually think about why the scene exists beyond the fan service and trying to relate to the story, I think that makes a lot of sense to me.
We cut back to Jinwoo, and I do like some of these cuts of him eating and then him slicing up fools. Just a funny little edit there. But
yeah, there was a lot of good eating scenes, man. Even like the Korean barbecue moment, bro. Like the Korean barbecue scene with Jinho and Jinwoo. It was like a really cool scene where we had like amazing audio visual animation where Jinwoo's like, you know, pouring like a cup of like sake or something. You could hear the glug 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 sound even though you can't see, you know, exactly the cup being drawn. And like even like the eating scenes, the eating montage scenes was made me hungry.
Up fools. Just a funny little edit there. But he and his shadow army confront the lord of the lower floors, Vulcan, and my gosh,
This guy was sick. Vulcan was actually very menacing. The other monster bosses at the top floor, remember the guy that was like literally like looking like Kaiju 8 and he made a face like, those dudes are trash. I guess Jinmu was leveling up as he was going up the floors though.
This demon looks like something ripped out of Lord of the Rings. He kind of reminds me of Oz from the One Piece thriller Bark arc.
True.
We cut back to these two characters who wonder where on earth Jinwoo is. And he's fighting Vulcan. And my gosh, when his shadow army and Vulcan's army come clashing together, the animation gets nuts, dude. Although I do feel like the power scaling for this is a little bit off. I mean, how on earth was Jinwoo able to punch Vulcan the way he did? The animation was absolutely phenomenal in that moment. But damn, I knew Jinwoo was strong, but not that strong. Mate, Vulcan is a terrifying monster. The way he's just smashing and crashing. This whole sequence was just so beautifully animated.
Yeah, I love how thick he was and how like exaggerated his speed was because he's so thick, and you could feel like the weight of every hammer. Definitely one of the better like I guess mini boss fights in the episode.
I honestly wasn't expecting another visually dazzling fight sequence.
Oh yeah, this scene was sick, bro. The use of the ruler's hand. I don't even know what the fuck was really happening, but everything went crazy as he was flipping around using the ruler's hand to like cut him up.
And I even think that this animation was even better than the previous 2 episodes, dude. Not just the animation, but the colors and the lighting. Just phenomenal, dude. Jinwoo, being the demon he is, manages to slice the leader Vulcan and finally has the next item to create the elixir of life to save his mother. We then cut back to the mysterious man who has a conversation with Dongsu. I was kind of surprised that Dongsu was the one to talk to this guy because Dongsu seems to be the type of person who would want to fight. I thought maybe the redhead man or the blonde chick, but I suppose
this is America though. Cha Hae-in and Guildmaster Che has no business being in America. Jinwoo's dad is being interrogated in America, and Dongsu went home. This is America.
To get a monster to open up, you need another monster to open him up. There were theories and rumors that this dude is a magical beast who can talk. I'm not surprised, this dude is kind of scary, but he reveals something that made me go, ooh, the plot is starting to kick up again. He questions Dongsu and his team on how much they know about the gates and the magical beasts, and how the gates, beasts, and dungeons are nothing but the tip of the iceberg. The tip of the iceberg? What more could there possibly be? I know the ants are starting to evolve and all that, but is there more than meets the eye?
There was very interesting thing that he said about the ultimate catastrophe that was about to happen. And then Dongsu was like, hey, we got a shitload of hunters. What could go wrong? And then the dad was like, that's the thing. The hunters can be devoured and used against you. And at that point, I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that not literally what Jinmu is doing? He did that to Iron. He killed Kim Cho in Arise. So it's just like, are they hinting that Sung Jinmu is the final boss? That he's somehow being powered up by the system right now? And that he himself will be like the calamity at the end of the day? I don't know.
Mystery Man reveals to avert this potential disaster that is coming. Maybe this guy staying in that gate for 10 years made him see something that no one knows. We then get a big bombshell reveal that this man is in fact the father of Jin Woo and Jin Ha. I did not see that coming at all.
Bro, come on! The literal name said Sung, his first... come on. The surname. Sung year 1, like Sung Jin Moo, Sung Jin Sung last name Sung. It was there.
I thought this guy was the older brother of Jin Hoo. So now I'm very curious. I feel like his murderous intent and his yellow aura is pretty much a confirmation that Jin Woo got his powers from him, which is why.
No. Dude, did this guy watch season 1? Jinmu got his powers through the system. Jinmu, episode 1 and 2, remember? I don't want to be rude. I don't want to call out other content creators for not doing some of the things I'm hearing. Like, you thought that this guy's Jinho's brother? Even though we've already seen him multiple times? Trying to poach Cha Hae-in? Yeah,
why he was able to survive. Whoever Jin Woo's father is, it feels like he knows more than Dongsu's entire organization. We come back to Jin Woo defeat
I love this moment. The skeleton monster demon dudes, his face of shock was hilarious.
Eating Mito's Guide of Souls. The background art was really stunning. The red sky, the red...
Wait, let's see again. Let's see again. Hold on. I like the anime more. The webtoon, here's the example. The webtoon one, that's pretty good, right? But I feel like because the angle of this is more upwards and not to us directly like the anime, something about this just him looking right at us, it just portrays that like shock and fear of like, what the hell, I'm about to get mogged on.
It was really stunning. The red sky, the red moon, the beautiful shadows and lighting. A1 Pictures know what they are doing. It truly felt like
something composition, yeah, coloring, sure.
The underworld, and Jin had somehow defeated Hades. The way Jin Woo was staring down those skeletons, slicing up their leader like a salami, it made it seem like this guy was taking over this kingdom, just by the way Jin Woo was drawn. We cut back to the city scene, and it looks like Jin Woo's father defeated Dongsu.
Dongsu was defeated faster than the damage could spread. Meaning like he got one shot. Like, what does it mean that you got defeated faster than the damage could spread? If a punch was enough to annihilate the city, that means that there was no follow-up. It was one and done.
In a battle? Mate, I want to see that fight and hopefully it will be in the next episode. I was shocked to see Dongsu on the floor battered and bruised because what do you mean Dongsu was defeated?
Yeah, he got glazed up pretty hard, you know? He's like the big badass rank hunter who like betrayed Korea, went to America for better opportunities. Showed up back to, you know, Korea to hunt down Jin Woo, but then the Red Gate couldn't do that, so he had to go home. And then he meets Daddy Woo, and he gets his ass spanked. It's pretty satisfactory. I was really sad that Dongsu versus Jin Woo didn't happen, but hey, at least Papa just spanked him.
I thought this dude was the top dog. The episode pretty much comes to an end with Jin Woo starting to realize that he is getting closer and closer to getting the ingredients for the elixir of life. And that's how it ends. Overall, this was a pretty decent episode. The first half was quite...
Not the most, I guess, even though there was a lot of fight scenes, not the necessarily most fun, like exciting hype episode for me. Because like at the back of my mind, the whole Demon Castle stuff, it just feels like you're just kind of like farming monsters, right? It's not that crazy. It's not that important. But I love how they were able to, you know, keep the pacing such that it felt like a montage. Fast, you know, burst of hype scenes, a lot of cool moments. One of my favorite moments was when the shadows with Ignis leading them, they're all like walking. It's like in a line. It was like, oh, that was sick. So I love how they were able to portray the 10,000 demon soul farming in like a very fun montage way while handling a lot of the other stuff in the background, like Dongsu versus, you know, Daddy Woo, or even like Jinho's conversation with everybody else.
Slow, but I did like some of those character interactions with Jin Woo and Jinho. Very nice. And the action sequences, wasn't expecting any of that. The plot twist with the man being his father, oh my gosh. What is going to happen next week? I'll give this episode probably a 9 out of 10. Although I do wish we got to see more scenes of the red-haired man and the blonde chick, showing us little scenes with them for a few seconds and then cutting back to the main action.
Yeah, and these are all just anime only scenes, right? Chahae didn't even show up in the webtoon right now that's covering the anime episodes.
I want to see more of them, their backstories, who they are, why they're fighting. They're so interesting. Will Jin Woo ever meet the blonde chick? As she is one of the best fighters apparently. Who knows? We just got to wait and see.
What do you mean who knows, bro? I guess he didn't watch the trailer. She was sniffing him, saying he smells good. They're gonna meet. For whatever reason, Jin Woo's like wearing like a hard hat, construction hard hat, like a tank top. And then like Chaein is like, hey, he smells pretty good. Like, what the hell is that? There was also, you know, in the season 1, in an aircraft, she has like a napkin, you know, covering her nose. So like, she's very sensitive to the smell. I wonder if that smell distinction has anything to do with Jinwoo being like a player rather than like a human. I got no clue. Maybe stronger people smell better. I don't know.
Tell me in the comments down below, what did you guys think of this episode? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Tell me.
It was a great episode. Thank you for the comparisons and the recap. Mr. Boydude Reviews. I love that he has Jinga Hagane as the main profile picture. Here's the link to the channel. Go give the video a like if you want. See you next time.